Good morning, students. Welcome back to the next session of compiler constructions. Well, in the previous session, we have discussed the some of LR parsing methods which are used in bottom-up parsers. So as you people are well aware that we have discussed LR of 0 parsing and also we have discussed SLR of 1 parsing. But in SLR of 1 parsings, there are some drawbacks. As you are already aware that when we are generating in parsing table, there are two types of conflicts, and if that two types of any of the one of the type of conflicts will come in the parsing table, then the particular grammar will not be satisfying in that given example. So what are those two conflicts? The first conflict is regarding shift reduce conflict. Shift reduce conflicts, and the second conflict is reduce conflicts. So simply I can use term SR for shift reduce and RR for reduce conflicts. So we have seen in SLR parsing that to some extent it can overcome the drawbacks of LR of 0 parsing. How it overcomes by not taking all of the reduce operation in a row. I mean, for example, this is your parsing table. Okay, this is your parsing table, and in this action, in LR of 0, what happens, in every complete row the reduce operation will be taken. But if you take SLR of parsing, what happens, it won't consider to take the reduce operation in a complete row. Instead it will take based on the follow of the particular symbol. Based on the follow operation, that means the follow operation, the list of terminals on which it will be followed, to that terminals only it will be taken. Okay, so in that sense what happens, SLR of parsing can reduce, that means they can improve when you compare with LR of 0. But still in SLR of 1 parsing there is one drawback. What is the drawback is that in SLR of parsing, as I said, there are two conflicts, shift reduce and reduce conflicts. So SLR of 1 parsing reduces shift reduce conflicts. Okay, that means it can reduce the shift reduce conflicts, but it won't be effective while if the condition is reduce conflicts. Okay, so what happened, because of this still it is not so efficient. It's not so efficient. So because of that, we are using the next type of parser, which is called as CLR of 1 parser. Okay, and after that there is another parser called LALR of 1 parser. So if I say CLR of 1 and LALR of 1 are based on LR of 1 items. They are based on LR of 1 items. Why? Because the LR of 0 and SLR of 1 are based on LR of 0 items. Okay, LR of 0 items. But the next two parsers, which are CLR of 1, which is called as canonical LR of 1 parser, and this next is LRR, that is look ahead LR of 1 parsers, are based on LR of 1 items. Now you may get a difference, that what is the difference between LR of 0 items and LR of 1 items. LR of 1 items means it is simply a combination of LR of 0 items plus look ahead symbols plus look ahead symbols. Okay, so with combination of look ahead, with combination of look ahead along with LR of 0 items, it becomes as LR of 1 item. So here, while we are taking while we are generating a grammar with the help of CLR of 1 or LLR of 1, it uses LR of 1 items. And in the steps also, as you have already seen, that you are taking canonical collection of LR of 0 items you are taking here in the last two parsers which you have already seen. But the same canonical collection has to be taken for here LR of 1 items. Okay, rest of all what happens, the steps will be same. Okay, the steps where it differs is in term here it will be in generating parsing table, because all of this are the part of LR parsing strategies or LR parsing techniques. So this LR parsing techniques uses this four kinds of parsing techniques, and what happens is that the procedure which it follows will be similar in all the four types of parsing techniques, only it will be differentiated in parsing table. Only it will be differentiated in parsing table. The procedure what to be adopted in the parsing table will be different in all of the four kinds of parsing techniques. That's the main difference between the given parsing techniques. And also one more difference is that in the first two types of parsing techniques, it uses, while taking the canonical collection or DFA, we are using LR of 0 items, and in the second two techniques, okay, which while taking the canonical collection, it will be taken with the help of LR of 0, LR of 1 items. Instead of 0 it will take 1 items because it is using look ahead here. Okay, normally what you can say is that in LR of 0, if I'm using reduce operation, see here there are two operations generally, I mean there are two actions has to be performed, shift and reduce. So if particular production is final state, in final state, then we are using in reduce operation, I mean reduce action. And if the particular production is not in a final state, then means you are using shift operation. Okay, so whenever I'm using reduce operation, in all of these four kinds of parsing techniques, so what I have to use is in the very first type of LR of parsing technique, that is LR of 0, the reduce operation will be taken for a complete row, right? But in SLR of 1 parsing, the reduce operation will be taken only for the follow sets of the particular symbol. Okay, so that means you are using follow operation here. But when it comes to the third type of parsing technique, which is CLR of 1 parsing techniques, so in CLR of 1 parsing techniques, what happens is that it uses look ahead symbol. Not only in CLR but also in LALR, what it uses look ahead. That means what happens is that the reduce operation will only be taken at the look ahead symbols only, not all the symbols. So for that purpose, that is the reason why we are using here look ahead here. Okay, so for that purpose, so this is how the drawback of SLR of 1 parsing technique. Now we are going to the concept here. Okay, so if you see the drawbacks here, as we have already discussed what is SLR of parsing, right? So in that, what is the main thing here is that SLR of 1 parsers uses in the follow operation at the left hand side of the production that I just now I said you. And also the main thing, the main drawback of SLR of 1 parsing is that it can just shift reduce conflicts but not reduce conflicts. Okay, for that purpose what we require the another kind of parsing techniques. So these two conflicts, either it is shift reduce or reduce conflicts, are being used or can reduced by with the help of canonical LR of 1 parsers. Okay, how? By taking the look ahead information. That is what the very important part here. Okay, so that is why CLR of 1 parser is also called as LR of 1 grammar. Okay, so in that, why? Because LR of 1, why it is using the term LR of 1? Because it is using look ahead symbol. So for that purpose you are using the term LR of 1 grammar. Now comes to the CLR of 1 parsers, which today we are going to discuss, is as I said, you see stands for canonical. Okay, so this is how canonical look ahead, canonical look ahead parsers. So what it uses is that it uses canonical collection of LR of 1 items. Just now I said you that in the previous two techniques what we have discussed, we are using LR of 0 items, but here we are using LR of 1 items. Okay, and what happens as it uses, as it uses look ahead symbol, so what happens, the number of states will be increases when you compare with the SLR of 1 parsing. Okay, what happens, the highest number of states in the parsing table will be in CLR of 1 parsing only. How, I'll show you. Okay, and because of that, CLR of 1 parsers are more powerful parser than SLR of 1 parsers. Why? Because it reduces it, it can be used per two conflicts. What are those? Shift and shift reduce conflict. That's why a CLR of 1 parsers are more powerful than SLR of 1 parsers. And why? What is this LR of 1 techniques? It does not rely on the follow sets, because this follow sets techniques will be used in which type of parser? SLR of 1 parser. Okay, but in LR of 1 techniques which CLR uses, it can perform the reduction process. That means the reduce node used only in the look ahead symbol. Okay, so now we need to see that how we are going to calculate the look ahead symbols while we are taking the set of production. That is the main important focus of the topic here is that. Now just now I said you that LR of 1 items it uses. So what I said, LR of 1 items is a collection of LR of 0 items plus it uses look ahead symbol. So the main thing is that LR of 0 items you know how to perform, how to calculate, but what we are seeing now is we need to see that how we are calculating the look ahead. Okay, how to calculate the look ahead. So the look ahead is actually can be determined. That means how it can be determined, it can be determined by some procedures are there. So we will be looking the procedure now. Now if you see, this is my grammar, this is my sample grammar, okay, which is not augmented grammar. So as you know, the steps are very similar with the previous steps, only here the difference will be in the terms of parsing table generation, as well as instead of using LR of 0 items, in the previous one we have uses LR of 0 items, but here I'm using LR of 1 items. So this is my sample production. Okay, now first thing what I have to do is I have to use augmented grammar. So here for the given grammar, if I use augmented grammar, how it will be? It will be in this S dash of S and S of AA, and here it will be A of small a capital A, and here A will be of B. Okay, so this is my augmented grammar. Now using this augmented grammar, I have to find out LR of 1 items. So as you know that when I'm using LR of 0 items, I have to use dot symbol. So this dot symbol is used in order to read the right hand side of the production. So similarly, as you know, the very first production is this one, which I have taken, which is in augmented part of the grammar. So here I'm taking S dash of S. So before this, I have to use dot S here. So when I'm using dot S here, that means when I'm reading S, I remember every time for the start symbol, the look ahead will be dollar only. What will be the look ahead? The dollar only. So as you know, S dash is the start symbol. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm using here dollar. So this dollar represents for what? Look ahead symbol. What is this dollar represents? Look ahead symbol. So here, as you know, it is the start symbol, is the starting state. So this dollar represents for look ahead, right? Now concentrate on the first state. So here for this S, when I'm in the second production, for this S, after this S nothing is there here. So for that purpose, what I'm using here dollar here in the second production. But in the third production, what happens? In the third production, as I'm reading value of A, okay, so I have to concentrate for the previous production. So after this A, what is there? A is there. So here, whenever, if any symbol, if for example here I'm finding non-terminal, so what is first of A? The first of A is, what is that? It is A or B. Okay, because for the third production, in order to get the look ahead symbol, here you need to compare in this one. Point here is there. Okay, so here you need to compare. Here point is there, so here dot a is there. So after dot, what is there? This symbol is there, so I have to use first of a, which is what is first of a arb. So here I'm using arb as a look ahead symbol. Similarly, in this production, what happens is that dot b is there. So here when I'm opening after a, dot is there. So here I'm opening a, so when I'm reading a, after a nothing is there, right? Nothing is there. So here I have to follow the previous look ahead symbol. So that's why I'm using ARB in this also. So in this way, look ahead symbol has to be performed. Simple is that whenever for any production, first thing is that if you are taking a start symbol and start symbol doesn't have the previous production, so that is the first production, so we need to consider by default as dollar as a look ahead symbol. Now for the second production, in the first state, if you see, when I'm opening S here, after S nothing is there here. Okay, because for the second production I have to see the first production, so after, if I'm using S, after that nothing is there, so I have to use the previous look ahead symbol in the second production as well, so I'm using dollar here. And for the third production, what happens is that as I'm using a dot a here, so I have to exclude this part, and I have to take a here. Okay, so when I'm taking a here, so when I'm opening a, so after a, this a will be this opened a, and after this a, what is there, one a is there, so I have to calculate the first of a. First of a is what? ARB. So in the third production I have to take the look ahead symbol ARB. Similarly for the fourth production, when I have to see the last production, that means after a, okay, what happens is that here a is there, so a dot b is there, and in this one if you see the last production is a of b, so dot b is there, and after b nothing is there here, so I have to consider the previous production only, previous look ahead symbol only, so I'm using ARB here also. So in this way I'm finding the look ahead symbol. Okay, now this is how we need to calculate the LR of one item. So this is called as LR of one item because here I'm using LR of 0 items. What is that? I'm using dot symbol, along with that I'm using look ahead symbols. So because of this two combination, it comes to be as LR of one items. Now if you go with the CLR or LLR both, for both the methods, I mean for the next parser and for the current parser, the steps will be as the same only. Okay, what is that? The first step is we need to augment the given grammar as we have already did. The second step is draw canonical collection of LR of 1 items. Okay, now we need to use LR of 1 items instead of LR of 0 items. So what is the difference between the previous two techniques and these two techniques is that in these two techniques we are using LR of 1 item instead of LR of 0 items. Same thing, number of production, and the third step is we need to create the parsing table. If it is CLR, you need to create the CLR parsing table, and if it is LALR, you need to create the LALR parsing table. Some differences are there, we'll be discussing that. And the remaining part is the stack implementation, and when the given string is satisfied, you can draw the parse tree, and this is how exactly as same as like we have did for LR of 0. So I'm not discussing these two parts because these two parts are very similar with the first type which we have discussed in LR of 0 items. So now we need to take a grammar and we need to verify whether the given grammar is CLR of 1 or not. So as you know, for example, this is my given grammar. Okay, this is my given grammar, and for this the very first step is I need to augment the given grammar. So here I have augmented the grammar by taking a separate new start symbol called as E dash. Okay, so this is how my first step. So in this first step, what we have did is we have performed augmentation of grammar. Okay, now the second step is we need to draw the canonical collection of LR of 1 items. So here the same grammar I have to take here. What is that? E dash of dot E. Okay, and this dot E means this is the start symbol. So what will be the look ahead? Dollar, right? The next thing is E of BB. So I'm using dot BB. Okay, and here for the second production I have to check with this production, first production. After E nothing is there, so I have to use this start symbol only as look ahead for the second production. So I'm using dollar as well here. What is the third production? B of CB. What is the third production? B of CB or D. So I'm using here as B of dot small c capital B or dot D. Now here what can be the look ahead? See here, if you go with for this third production, you need to refer for the second production, as this B, first B is used for opening. So here we have the first B has been opened here, and after dot again B is there. So now what is the first of B? What is the first of B? The first of B is CRD. Okay, so that is why I'm writing the look aheads as CRD here. What I'm writing this look ahead as CRD here. So this is my first state. Okay, now what happens is that if I go with the first production, what is that first production? I'm using what? Go to operation. Okay, so I'm using what? Go to operation. So I'm using same thing, E dash of E dot, and E dot nothing is there here. So the same, see, whenever I'm using go to operation, remember that the first production look ahead symbol will be as like as that only. So what is that look ahead symbol here? Dollar. So I have to use dollar only. So I'm using here dollar, and after dot, is there anything is terminal or non-terminal? Is there? No for that. So that's why you are going to end this part. So this state has been completed. Okay, so here go to operation we performed. What is the next symbol? B is there. So again I'm performing go to operation. So what is that production here? E of, this dot will move by one symbol. So here B dot B, what will be the look ahead symbol? I said you the look ahead symbol for the first production E will be as like as that only. So I have to use dollar only here. So I'm using dollar here. Now what happens is that B is there. Okay, so B is there means I have to use, what will be the B production? B production is this production only, right? So what is that? Dot small c capital B or dot D. And what will be the look ahead symbol? What will be the look ahead symbol? See, don't think that look ahead symbol will be the first of that only. Okay, don't think that the look ahead symbol will be the first of that only. Why? Because you will be thinking that okay, we have taken this CRD has to be there, but no, we need to be very much careful here. Why? Because when I'm reading this B, so here what happens is that this dot is there here in this position. Okay, so now this B has been read here. So after B nothing is there here. After this B, okay, after this B, if you go for the first production, because dot is there in between two B's, right? So the second B is already read. So after second B, is there any symbol here? No. So for that purpose there is no symbol left. So you have to use the previous what is that, look ahead symbol only here. So instead of writing CRD, I have to use dollar only here. Okay, so don't think that. Why? Because this is different case, this is different case, and this is different case. Okay, so for that purpose what I am writing here, and after that nothing is there, so here is going to get completed. Okay, then after that, what is this regarding B? So this go to state has been completed. Next thing is that, what is there, small c is there. So small c means I have to use the third production. So for that, what I have to use, B of, what is that, C dot B, and I have to use the same look ahead symbol. What is that, CRD. Okay, and similarly, so what happens, so after dot what is left over, I have B, so I have to read B also. Again I have to read B. So when I'm reading B again here, what happens is that I have to use this B. What is this B? Refers to this only. So dot C is capital B, or dot D. So dot D is there. So here after dot, again there is nothing is there. Okay, after dot, when I'm reading this B, no symbol will be there in the first production, so I have to use the previous look ahead symbol only. So what is the previous look ahead symbol? CRD. Okay, so here this state has been completed. Right, now what is the next thing is that D is there, so I have to use D again. So when I'm reading D, so B of, what is that, D dot. Okay, D dot, and the same look ahead symbol I have to use, CRD, and there is nothing is there after dot, nothing is there, so I have to complete here only, so only one production will come. Okay, so this is about D. Now if you see this first production E, it is completed. Now I have to use this one. So when I'm using this one, what happens is that, what is this, I have to use B here. So now this dot will come to this side, so how it will becomes, E of BB dot. Right, same look ahead symbol has to be used, so I'm using dollar here. So after that, is there anything else? No, nothing. So here I'm going to get completed, because after dot there is no terminal, neither there is no non-terminal. So after this, if you go with the second production, okay, so here I'm using for C. Okay, I have to use for C. So when I'm, this is for C. Okay, so here B of C dot B. Okay, B of C dot B, and same look ahead symbol has to be used, so I'm using dollar here. Okay, and now B I have to read. So for B again same symbol has to be taken. What is that? B of dot small c capital B, or dot D. What will be the look ahead symbol? The look ahead symbol will be dollar only. Why? Because after B nothing is there, so I have to use dollar only here. So this is one state. Okay, now after this again, what is there, this production is there, D. Okay, so B of D is there. So when I'm using B of D, what happens? B of D dot, and same look ahead symbol has to be used, dollar. Why? Because after dot nothing is there, so here it is going to be get ended. Now for this one, for this production, what is this first production? What I have to use here? B. When I'm moving B here, B of CB dot. Okay, and same look ahead symbol has to be used. What is that? CRD. and after the dot nothing is there, so no need of going to the next more production. So here the state is going to end here. For what? When I am moving B. And for this, the next one is if I am using C here, so C dot B, okay, that means C or D, and again this production will come. That means same thing will come. So for that, what I have to use is that C. So self state when I'm using C here, okay. And again, if I'm using the D, B of D dot, so same this production will come, C or D as a look ahead symbol. So here D will be there, okay. So in that way, and again what is left over now? The leftover is this part, okay, in this one. So here for this, what I have to do is I have to use B. So I'm just writing here B of CB dot dollar. Okay, B of CB dot dollar. So by moving what? B. Okay. And if when I'm moving using C, again this will repeats to this state only. Okay. And for this D, dollar is there. Okay, so we have to very much careful. See this state, for example, this state and this states look similar, but they are different look ahead symbol. So here dollar is there, so you should not go to this state, you have to go to this state. So when I'm using B of D dot, so I have to go to this state. So what is that? D. Okay. Now this is how regarding my canonical collection of LR of one item. So I have to list out the number of states by giving the name. So here it is I0, I1, I2, and this is I3, and this is I4. Okay, this is I4, and this is I5, I6, I7, I I8, and the last is I9. So how many states are there? Totally 10 states are there here. So up to now which we have seen is about up to maximum we have seen 6 to 7 states. But here we are seeing 10 states. That's why I said in CLR of one parsing compared to all the parsing techniques, we have more highest number of states. So for that you can observe here that they have taken how many states? 10 states we have taken here. Okay, so in this way the canonical collection of LR of one items has to be taken. Now the same thing is that for this grammar, so we need to number the production as we have already did in the previous techniques. What is that? Excluding the first state, because this is what is that augmented state, so that's not an actual one. So here we are going to start by number 1, 2 and 3. Now the third is very important part which will be differentiated in all of the kind of technique, which is creating of parsing table. So here for what is that? CLR of 1. Okay, actually it is not SLR, it is CLR of parsing. Okay, it is CLR of 1 parsing table. So for that purpose, what is that here is that the first and the second step is as like as that only. What is the third step is that the changes will come in the third step. Okay, previously in SLR what we have seen that for the final state, we are using the follow set. What we are using? We are taking the reduce operation for that particular symbol where the follow set operation is performed. But here instead of follow operation we are using the reduce node only in the look ahead symbols. Okay, we will not use reduce operation for a complete row, right? Like as we have did in LR of 0, we are not using reduce operation in complete row. Instead we are doing for only look ahead symbols. So that is the important and basic difference between all the other two types of parsing tables. So in SLR of 1 parsing, as I said, there are 10 states, so I0 to I9. So here these are the states. Okay, so now using these states, what we need to assume is that about that one only. So here we need to consider I0 to I1. Okay, so here you are moving from one state to another state, I0 to I1, with the help of what, E. So here with the help of E means you are using I0 to I1. Okay, and similarly I0 to I2 you are using with the help of B. So I am here writing here 2 here, because instead of I2 we should write here 2. And again, what is the next state? What is the next state is that I0 to I3. If I'm using I0 to I3, what happens? I'm using with the help of C, small c. So here, as I said that, okay, that means for terminals, when I'm using terminals I have to use shift operation. So you know C is your terminal, so I have to use what, shift operation. So here I'm writing S3 here, because I0 to I3. Similarly for D also, what happens, I4, I0 to I4, so I'm writing S4 here. Okay, the next thing is that if you observe carefully, so there are 4 states which are going from I0. What is that? I1, I2, I3, I4. So we have completed all these 4 with terminals and with non-terminals. Okay, 2 terminals and 2 non-terminals we have taken. Now next comes to I1. If you observe in I1, nothing is there here, so we have need to leave it about I1. Now comes to I2. When I'm going with I2, what happens is that in I2 it is going to I5 with the help of B, and in I2 with the help of I6 it is going with the help of a terminal C, and in I2 with the help of I7 it is going to the state D. It is going to the state 7 with the help of terminal what do you say, D. Okay, so how many the 3 out states are there from I2? So that is what we are taking. So the first is I2, it is with the help of C it is going where, okay, actually it should be small c and this is small d. Okay, because these are terminals. So in I2 it is going to the 6th state with the help of C. So I'm writing here S6, and here for D it is going to the 7th state with the help of D. So I'm writing S7 here. Similarly here I'm writing 5, that means it is going to the 5th state with the help of B. Okay, now again next comes to the next state. What is that? I3. If you go in I3, what happens is that I3 uses self loop for with the help of C. Okay, and it is going to the 8th state with the help of B. Okay, it is going with the help of B, and it is going where, as well as to 4th state with the help of D. So here what is this in I3? I3 it is using self loop, so that's why S3 only, same state, and it is going to the 4th state with the help of small d, and what is that? It is going to the 8th state with the help of B. So I'm writing here 8. So this is regarding 3rd state, I3. Next is about I4. In I4 what happens is that it is not going to anywhere, but it is receiving from other states. Okay, similarly in I5, also you can observe it is not going and it just receiving. But in I6, what is in I6? In I6 it is going to I9. Okay, it is going to I7 and it is going to the self state I6. So here in I6 what happens is that it is going to the self loop, that means sixth state, with the help of C, and it is going to the seventh state with the help of D, and it is going to the ninth state with the help of B. Okay, so in this way we have taken I6. Now comes to I7, I8 and I9. In I7 it is just receiving. Okay, in I8 also it is just receiving, and I9 as well, it is just receiving. That means these are final states. What are these? Are final states. So this final states actually will be used for which operation? Reduce operation. So up to now whatever the states which we have seen is, we have seen states which are not final states. So for that we have performed shift operation. So now the remaining states we will have to see if there are final states, so we need to perform reduce operations. So here let's comes to I1. In I1, you know, this is the first state, so as it is the start symbol is associated, so you can use accept here. So I'm just writing here accept. Okay, here I'm just writing accept. Then next comes to the fourth state, I4. Now we need to see in I4. In I4 what happens is that it is used for reduce operation. Okay, so it is a B of D dot. B of D dot. B of D dot means which production number it is? Third. So I can use R3. Should I use R3 in everywhere? No. I have to see the look ahead symbol. The look ahead symbol is just C and D. So I should not use R3 in dollar. I should use R3 only in C and D in the look ahead symbol. That's the main important difference here. What is that? In I4 what I'm using here is that I'm writing R3 in just C and D. I'm not writing in dollar. Why? Because the look ahead symbol are just C and D only. So I'm writing R3 here. Next comes to I5. If you go with I5, what happens in I5 is that I5 is also a final state. The look ahead symbol is dollar, and E of BB dot means R1 because the number is 1. So here R1 I'm using. And just which look ahead symbol is there? Only one look ahead symbol, which is dollar. So I'm writing R1 here. So I should not write R1 in CRD. That's how we need to perform CLR parsing table. Next comes to I7. If you go in I7, what happens in I7? I7 is also a final state, and it is just having only, if you observe this have only one state, which is dollar. Look ahead symbol is dollar, and in I7 which symbol? B of D dot. So means third production is there. So B of R3 we have to use here. So R3 we have to use here. So I'm writing in dollar only, R3. Okay, similarly in I8, if you go in I8, what is there in I8? I8, if you go with I8, what happens? B of CB dot, it is also a final item. So what are the look ahead symbols? CRD. Okay, and B of CB dot means which number production? Production number 2, that means R2. So R2 should be taken in CRD. So that means I have to write here R2 here as well as here. I should not write in dollar. Next, last is about I9. In I9 it is also a final item. Okay, so that means dollar is there is a look ahead symbol, and B of CB dot is what? R2, because the production number is 2 here. So here I'm writing R2 here. Now this is my CLR1 parsing table. Okay, what you have observed here is that in CLR1 parsing table, if you compare with all other parsing tables, you may find more number of states. Okay, but at the same time the flexibility is that what happens is that reduce operations will be get decreases. How it will be decreases? The reduce operations are used only for the look ahead symbol. For example, in I4 it is using in CRD, it won't use as in dollar. Similarly in I5 it is using in dollar, but whereas it is not using in CRD. So in that sense the parsing table will be going to be get generated. So as you can see that there is no conflict here. What is that conflicts? That means there is no shift reduce conflicts, or else there is no reduce conflicts. That's why you can say that it is CLR of one parsing method. That means simply you can say that it is satisfying, and you can say that the given grammar is CLR of one parsing. CLR of one parsing, that means it is satisfying the CLR of one parsing technique. So in that way, this is how CLR of one parsing table. Next is about LALR parser. So LALR is simply, again it is also a LR of one parser. There is a small difference, is that whatever the table, see here, what the thing is that in CLR of 1, the problem is that it uses more number of states. What is that? The problem is that it uses more number of states. So why can't we use the same terminology, but we should decrease the number of states? Okay, so that kind of thing has been taken into LALR of one parser. The same thing what we have performed in CLR of one parsing table will be performed here as well in the LALR. But what is the advantage in LALR is that it uses less number of states when compared with CLR of one parsing table. In CLR of one parsing table, here we are using 10 states. So here the number of states get decreases in LALR one of parser. How it will be decreases? We need to perform merged operation. Okay, we need to perform merged operation of the given look aheads. So what is this LALR? LA refers to look ahead. What is this? LA refers to look ahead. LR, parser. Simply the main reason for this is to reduce the number of states that will be used in SLR of one parser. Okay, that will be used in SLR of one parser. That will be used in SLR, or you can use, to the same as it will reduce the number of state, and it will be same as like as of SLR of one parser. That means the number of states which you may find in SLR of one parser, the same number of states also you can find in LALR parser. So that is the reason why if you compare all the parsing techniques, you may find that LALR parser is the in terms of efficiency, it is considered to be the highest in terms of efficiency, which is LALR of one parser, because it reduces, because it overcomes all the problems which have been faced for the previous 3 parsing techniques. So now the thing is that how we need to construct the LALR one parser. So for constructing the LALR one parser, the first thing is that we need to construct CLR one parser. Okay, that means first we need to generate a CLR. As we have seen, CLR of 1 already we have created. So for this same example, we are going to perform LALR one parsing table. So first thing is that we need to have a canonical LR of one statements. We can have CLR of one states, and we need to merge those states that are identical. Okay, how we are identical? Next, just refer this canonical collection. So you can see that, you can observe here carefully. What is that? If you observe I3 and I6, the states are similar. If you ignore look ahead symbols, because in I3 the look aheads are CRD, and in I6 the look ahead is $, and if you ignore the look aheads in I3 and I6, both are same. What is that? It uses B of C dot B, and it uses B of dot CB or dot D. The same thing as well as there in I6, and if you ignore the look ahead symbols. Similarly, if you go with I4 and I7, in I4 what is that? B of D dot is there, and I7 also B of D dot is there. Only if you ignore the look ahead, because in I4 the look ahead is CRD, and in I7 the look ahead is $. And if you ignore both of these look aheads, you may find that I4 and I7 are same. So such kind of states which are similar, okay, if you ignore the look ahead symbols, so we need to merge those states as a single state. That means wherever the I3 is there, you need to make as I36. Wherever I6 is there, you need to make as I36. Wherever I4 is there, you need to make as I47. And wherever I7 is there, you need to make as I47. Why? Because we are merging those states. So whenever, naturally, if you merge the states, the number of states get decreases. What happens? The number of states get decreased. Similarly, if you see in I8 as well as in I9, in I8 also B of CB dot is there, in I9 also B of CB dot is there. What is the difference between? The difference is in between the look ahead symbols. Here CRD is there and here dollar is there. So if you merge I8 and I9, what happens? It will become as a single state. That means three states you can decrease here by merging the similar states. So the same thing here we need to perform in LALR1 parser. Okay. So for the given grammar, if I want to check whether the given grammar is LALR1 or not, same step which we need to follow. For example, I am using the same grammar because what is the algorithm says that? The algorithm says that we need to construct first canonical LR of states. So I'm using the same example for LALR1 as well. So here I'm using same grammar for augmenting the grammar. So here we have augmented the given grammar, and now the same diagram which I have taken for that I have to take here as well. So as I said you that how many there are three different aspects, that means I3 and I6 are say common states. Okay, so we need to merge as I36, and similarly in I4 and I7 these are also common states, we need to merge them as I47. Similarly I8 and I9 are common states, so we need to merge them as I89. So we need to see how we are going to perform. After that, first we need to, what we need to do, we need to create LLR1 parsing table from CLR of 1 parsing. So this is the CLR of 1 parsing table which we have already obtained previously. Okay, so this state which we have already obtained, so I am taking directly here, so that we need to see that how can we merge the states. So here it is small c and here it is small d. So now what we have to see is that, as I said, that I3 and I6 are same. I3 and I6 are same. So wherever 3 is there, okay, wherever 3 is there in shift operation or in the states, we need to, and also in the go to operation, we need to merge them as, wherever 3 is there we need to make as I36, and wherever 6 is there we need to make as 36. So here 3 is there, so I need to make as what? S36. Here also 6 is there, so instead of 6 I have to make as S36. Here S3 is there, I need to make as S36. So I'm merging the states, right? So here I'm merging in this way. And wherever I3 is there I need to make as I36. Wherever 6 is there I need to merge them as I36. And wherever 6 is there I need to merge them as I36. And where you can find here I36, S36, and we need to leave about reduce operation. We shouldn't merge the operation the same thing in reduce. Reduce will be kept aside. Only we need to update in the shift operation, and we need to perform the same thing in the state as well, because reduce operation are the final items. So we shouldn't do any of the changes in reduce operation. So we need to keep it aside. Okay. So for that first is what? 36, and after that is 47. 47 is also we need to merge. So wherever 4 is there we need to make as 47. So here 4 is there, 47. Wherever 7 is there we need to make as 47. Okay, wherever 4 is there you need to make as 47. Wherever 4 is there you need to make as 47. Wherever 7 is there you need to make as 47, and that's it, right? Here, yeah, here also is there, so we need to make as 47, and okay, so we have performed in this way. Now what is the third state is that 8, 9. We need to merge I8 and I9 as common states. So here I8 and I9, so here I8 is means you need to make as, what is that? Which state? I8, 9. So here I'm using I8, I just replace as 89. Here shouldn't call 89 because a merging means 9 is there, I need to call as I8, 9. And here 9 is there, so I have to make as 89. Okay, and here 8 is there, I need to make as 89 here. Okay, and okay, so we have already merged them. Now what is that here is that we need to see I36, I36, it becomes two states, right? I36, I36 becomes, see, if you see I36, S36, X47, 89. In this I36 also, I36, S36, S47, 89. So I need to remove this state. So I'm removing this state. Okay, I'm removing this state. Similarly, if I go with 47, because I'm merging, because in I36 and I36 there's no need of merging, it looks very similar. So simply I'm deleting this. Now I47, in I47 what happens is that R3 is there, but here R3 is there. So after merging, what happens? R3, it becomes R3, R3. Okay. So here you may find that I47 and I47 are same. So I have deleting this I47. So I'm deleting this I47. I'm taking R3 here in this state. Okay. And finally in 89, 89, in the last two states, if I'm merging this, it becomes R2. Okay. Here R2, R2, because first I need to merge and I need to reduce them provided if they are common. So here I'm after merging, so I'm deleting this I89. So after this, what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states. So that means 3 states has been reduced. Okay, I36, I47 and I89. So we need to restructure this LALR table. So here it looks like in this way. Okay, so this is how the final LALR1 parsing table. So here you can find that in I0 you may have shift of 36, S47, 1, 2. The same thing as we have did, simply we are restructured, and you can find that this given grammar, there is no conflict here, neither there is a conflict of shift or sorry, there is neither there is a conflict of shift reduce or reduce conflicts. So that's the reason why it is calls to be as a LALR1 grammar. Now for this grammar, we need to draw the canonical collection of LR of items for the merged states. So for that purpose, how you need to take them? Okay, so here in this way, so using this table we need to perform here after merging. So we need to draw this. Finally we need to draw this merge states. Okay, so here how we are going to merge them? Okay, that is one of the question here. So the same thing here as I did here. What is that? E dash of dot E dollar E of dot BB dollar, and finally after that B of dot small c capital B dot D. Same thing here, I'm not explaining much more because the same example I'm taking here. Only what I want to show is that how after reducing, how after merging it looks like. So this I0 will be as like as that only. So here it is my I0. Now for I1 will be as it is because there is no changes in I1. So I'm just putting here I1. What is that? E dollar, E dot dollar. So this is how my I1, which is E, and after that is B. Okay, I2 will be also same because there is no update in I2, only update is in I3 and I6, so and other states also, but there is no update in I2. So as it is I'm putting here B of what is that, dot small c capital B or dot D. What are the look ahead symbols here? the lookahead is dollar, okay, and here also it is dollar. What is that? I2. After that, yes, now here 3 is there, so I'm merging them as I36 I'm giving here. So what we have to ignore what? We have to ignore the look ahead symbols. So in this state only I have to use all the look ahead symbols so that it is 3 as well as 6. So I'm here using C dot B, okay, comma CRDR dollar, because for both the states I have to take, that's why I have used to use 3 look ahead symbols. So here B of what is that? Dot small c capital B dot dollar CRDR dollar. So I'm taking the merge state here, which is I36, okay, which is here I36. So here also it is going to I36 with the help of C. Now after that again, what is that in 4 7? So here my 4 is there, here also it is 7, because I'm ignoring the look ahead symbols B of D dot comma CRDR dollar. All the look aheads I'm taking at once here. So this is I47, right? And this C will be get repeated here, okay, for the second production. And but for the first production I have to use B, so I'm using B here, and I'm using B. So B when I'm using here, so it is going to the what, I8 as well as I9. So because in I8 and I9 it has the same state, what is that, CB dot, okay, and so that is why as it is merge state, so I have to use all the look ahead symbols, 3 look ahead symbols here. So for that purpose what I'm writing here is as I89. And in this I2 also, if you observe here, when I'm moving dot here, it becomes to final states BB dot, again dollar is there, so which is fifth state, because as it is no a single state, so we need to keep as like as the previous diagram only. I89 is there, and for the second production in I36, when I'm using dot here for the second production, so again it repeats to the same state. So for that, what is that, it is repeating cell C. Similarly what happens is that if I'm using here, okay, for B of D dot, for B of D dot, so here B of D dot means what happens, it goes to which state, I47. So here what is that, small d, okay. So in this way we have completed how many states you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is how the canonical collection of LR of 1 items after merging the common states. So what are the common states here, 3 and 6 are the common, so I merge them as I36. What is the another common state, 4 and 7, so I merge them as I47. What is the other common state, I8 and I9, so I merge them as I89, okay. So I have taken all the look ahead symbols so that it satisfy for I8 as well as for I9, okay. Similarly it has to be satisfied in I36 as well as in I47. So this is how the canonical collection of LR of 1 items, okay, for LA LR of 1 grammar. So this is how the process has to perform, okay. So in this way we can say that we have achieved LALR1, and because of this reason only LALR of 1 is the most powerful when you compare with the previous 3 types of parsing techniques in LR of 1 parsing techniques, LR of parsing techniques, okay. So with this we have completed the today's session. Thank you.